You gotta be kidding, right?
We don't even need to draw your blood. Just a swab to the mouth will do. Totally painless.
But why?
We'd like to be able to exclude you as a potential suspect.
You guys really are a piece of work. Whatever, take it. You know I did. That's why I'm here, isn't it?
Anyone else have access to it?
Yes, I have several people who work for me. Haven't we been over this? No, I've never been to the Laventura site.
That's your shoe print at La Ventura, in the middle of the native garden, right where we found the body of Mark Ensign.
I didn't kill anybody.
Todd, it's time to come clean. Mark Ensign caught you vandalizing the property. He caught you in the act, didn't he? You struggled, and you killed him.
All I did was plant the garden. My mission was to restore the ash metal to its rightful place. It had been smothered by the monstrosity of that building, and I put it right back where it belongs. And that's all I did, I swear. I have no idea what happened to Mark. He was alive when I left him.
Well, now it sounds like you knew the victim.
It wasn't like we were friends or anything. I approached him, introduced myself, and appealed to his sense of justice for the planet. I asked him if he fully understood the havoc the building of La Ventura was wreaking on the native environment of the Las Vegas Valley, the genocide of the ash metal. That was over 6 months ago, and he totally blew me off. But then last week, he actually called me.
He invited you to tear up his lobby?
See, you're trying to perpetuate the big lie. It wasn't his lobby. He was an employee. It had nothing to do with him. He was just a cog in the machine. The machine that is this whole consumer capitalist corporate complex. And somehow, Mark finally got it. It was like he found God. Total conversion.
Really? Next, you'll be telling us Mark started writing checks out to Primeval.
Look, this operation had nothing to do with Primeval. It was my own initiative. And Mark turned out to be my greatest ally. I finished setting the garden around 9 p.m. But before I left, another construction worker had shown up. I think he was the plumbing foreman. They started discussing the Bureau of Sanitation halted construction. And then they started to argue. Kept hearing them mention this guy named Lynch like he was their boss or something. But they were really fighting over some money, some cash left in a safe. Apparently it was a lot of cash, and the plumbing guy thought he was entitled to it. And I guess Mark didn't think so.
Was this plumbing guy's name Marcus Kunchai?
Mark kept yelling Marcus this, Marcus that, but I didn't catch the guy's last name. From their argument, it sounded like it was right up there in their office, under a rug.
Just like Captain Jack searching for the buried treasure. That's interesting. I don't think this fiber is from the rug. I wonder whose laptop this is. Well, whatever cash was here is gone now. Looks like it could have been a lot. There are two interesting files here. Looks to me like a ledger of bribes, created by Ensign and signed off by Zachary Lynch. But it'll be difficult to prove. Wait a second. Marcus Kunchai lied to us. He told us he was there picking up his last check when he found Mark Ensign's body. But according to this payroll file, Kunchai was fired a week ago. Okay, maybe Todd Stewart was telling us the truth. If Kunchai felt entitled to the cash in the secret safe as a kind of severance package or hush money, then maybe he wasn't going to take no for an answer.
What evidence do you have? Good work. You got your warrant.
Mr. Kunchai,
I've got nothing to say to you.
Rain snake, huh? That could definitely be used to strangle somebody. Does it have any kind of distinctive pattern? This drain snake left the smaller ligature mark around Mark Ensign's throat.
Based on what evidence? Looks like we may have our killer.
Look, I haven't been entirely straightforward with you guys. I was with Mark the night he died.
Recognize your work, Marcus?
I didn't do this. I was fired yesterday. Okay, yes. Technically, I was let go last week.
Technically, you're a terrible liar, Marcus.
Hold on. Mark never wanted to fire me. Lynch told him he had to, you know, because of all the trouble with the Bureau of Sanitation. I mean, that was totally my bad, but Mark tried to defend me and keep me on the job.
Marcus, stop wasting our time here. I'm pretty sure I can figure out what really happened between you and Mark. Mark fires your ass. And maybe you come back to beg him to give you your job back, or maybe not. But you definitely come back for a little cut of that cash your boss's boss is keeping in that safe. Mark tells you to go to hell, but come hell or high water, you're gonna get that money. Mark put up quite a fight, didn't he? You just weren't strong enough to squeeze the life out of him, so you had to push him over the balcony. Personally, I think you got lucky.
Are you crazy? That never happened. I mean, some of it did, but damn, you're twisting me all around in my head here. Please, just give me a second. Yeah, we fought over the money, but I'd actually come back there just to ask for my job back. I mean, I'd even left all my tools and stuff all over the site because I figured Mark would still let me do some side stuff, you know, off the books.
But he said no to that too, right?
Yeah, he said no. He told me he was done with all the shenanigans of La Ventura and Silver Sierra. He was gonna quit, start over. So I said, great, let's both take the money and run.
How'd you know about the money, Marcus?
It was the worst kept secret on the property. Guys used to call it the tip jar. I can't believe you guys were never able to bust Lynch and Company. And the way they used to kick back and bribe.
Okay, let's stay focused on you right now, Marcus. You admit that you and Mark argued. Then it escalated.
No, it didn't escalate. Mark was right. The money in the safe was blood money. I told him I didn't care, but I was just being a little bitch. Then I decided to give up on the whole thing. It was stupid. I left, and Mark was alive when I did. All right, I get it.
We're going to hold you in custody at least until we process this evidence.
Okay, do what you need to do. I swear, I'm innocent.
Nice find. Look familiar to you? That fiber is from an industrial use glove. What do you think? Maybe the kind of glove used by a plumber? fiber on the drain snake matches the fiber we found in the safe, and they're both from a pair of industrial use gloves.
You really think I killed Mark, don't you?
Most of the time, Marcus, we just try to let the evidence do our thinking for us. Blood in Marcus's glove matches our victim. The epithelials inside the glove are Todd Stewart. That means Todd must have been the last person to wear Marcus's gloves.
do you got in the way of evidence? Stewart's DNA was found in the glove that handled the murder weapon. I can work with that.
You know, I think I'm just about done talking to you guys. I tried to be as cooperative as I could, but I got a lawyer now, and I'm making bail and walking out of here in about 5 minutes.
No, in 5 minutes, you're going to be making another call to your lawyer.
What are you talking about? I told you, when I left him, he was fighting with that plumber. Why aren't you out looking for him? I didn't do a damn thing to Mark.
We found a unique fiber on one of the weapons used in Mark Enson's homicide. It matches the fibers woven into the plumbing foreman's gloves.
You know what epithelials are, Todd?
They're skin cells.
Well, check out the big brain on Todd. The skin cells we found inside the plumbing foreman's work gloves. Those are yours.
You're wrong. I've never seen those gloves before in my life. You need to retest them, or whatever the hell you guys do with that kind of garbage in the lab. I didn't steal anything.
We recovered another stray fiber, this one from inside the safe, and it also matches the fibers in the work gloves.
So what?
Oh, give it up, Todd. It's over.
Is that why you two fought?
Is that why you had to kill him?
This is a setup. I'm being framed. Maybe I used someone else's gloves when I was doing the gardening, but I swear, I didn't use those gloves to kill Mark Ensign. The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. It is its natural manure.
Excuse me?
There was $25,000 of cash in that safe. Mark said it was blood money, and he was right. But he didn't understand that I could redeem it, that it could be used to further the cause. Mark just refused to hear me. I grabbed a drain snake out of a tool belt that was just lying around up there on the balcony, and I really thought I'd killed him. I don't know what got in my head to try to make it look like Mark had hanged himself. Seemed like a good idea at the time. But Mark woke up, and at that point, what else could I do? The truth is, a sacrifice was necessary for the greater good.
Well, you want to know another inconvenient truth, Todd?
What?
You're under arrest for the murder of Mark Ensign.